Hey there, it's Christine, and I'm going to talk to you about bald eagles. So, I don't know about you, but I'm really into bald eagles right now, and we're trying to go live here in both places. There we go. Yes. So, if you're a bird watcher like me, you've probably been watching the live stream of Jackie and Shadow. So, those are two really famous bald eagles that are down in Southern California. And right now, they're sitting on their nestlings in the snow. And we're really hoping that they're going to make it. We've got 2 more days of kind of bad snowy weather. And this is Jackie, and she's sitting on her eggs, well, on her nestlings right there, being the best mama ever. So, anyway, I thought I would go live on Sunday and do a sketching workshop on bald eagles. So I'm going to do a sketching workshop. It's going to look a lot like this. This was from my harpy eagle sketching workshop that I did a while back from an eagle that lives in the tropics of South America and Central America. So we're going to do a really detailed sketching workshop. And if you're watching on Instagram, if you just comment the word eagle, I will send you a link to that to join my Patreon. It's only $10. And if you're watching anywhere else, you can go to Patreon/Christine Elder, and that's where I'll be doing this workshop. So this is again Jackie. That's the female. She's sitting on her eggs. And, bald eagles are really our national symbol. And we could pretty much use some good positive national symbols right now. But the bald eagle actually only officially became our national bird last year in 2024. Can you believe that? So bald eagles actually almost went extinct back in the 70s. They were really being affected by pesticides, including DDT, which were harming their eggs and having them not be able to fledge any babies. But since then, they've been coming back. And in 95, they were taken off the endangered species list. And now they're thriving in all the states from Alaska down to northern Mexico. So this pair of eagles, this is Jackie and her male mate. His name is Shadow. And you can see her right now. This is live. She's sitting on her giant nest and she's being such a good mama. And the females are a bit bigger than the males. In fact, females can get over 10 pounds with an 8-foot wingspan, and the ones in Alaska can get even bigger. And they usually live near lakes, like these guys living near Big Bear Lake in Southern California, and they eat a lot of fish. Although they'll also eat mammals and reptiles and other things. In fact, the other day, I was out hiking in my neighborhood, and I saw this young kid. He was about 12 years old. He was skateboarding in the neighborhood. And then he suddenly stopped and he looked up in a tree and he took out his phone and he took a picture. And it just so happened that there was a bald eagle sitting up in the tree. And I was so inspired to see that a young boy who's all hip and doing skateboarding would be interested in a bald eagle. And the bald eagle was sitting there actually because there had just been a squirrel that was hit in the road and it was waiting to go eat it. But generally, bald eagles eat fish. And the ones that are nesting here, Jackie and Shadow in Big Bear Lake, Shadow brings fish every day to the mother and the babies. And she actually has 3 nestlings right now that were just born a few days ago. And we're all hoping and praying that they make it through this storm that started yesterday and is going to go through tomorrow. So thankfully they can make it. These guys have had a live nest cam on them 24 hours a day for a few years. In fact, these birds are thought to be over 10 years old, but they haven't had much luck lately. Their nestlings have perished often because of bad weather like this storm. So we're all making good hope of feelings that they will make it. See, there she is, little Jackie on her nest. And you can see how big that nest is. Those nests are up in the tops of trees. In fact, this nest is 150 feet up in a Jeffrey pine tree. And those nests that they construct out of sticks can be up to like 5 feet wide. And we also actually have a bald eagle pair that's nesting right here where I live in Central Oregon right now. And I've been watching them in my afternoon hikes and hearing them calling and get started nesting. And generally, they do nest in old growth forests near rivers or lakes. So they really like especially big rivers and lakes where they can catch big fish. And they have huge talons like the other members of their family. They're in the accipiter family, which has about 250 species all over the world. So anyway, on Sunday at 10 a.m., I'm going to be teaching a workshop, and that workshop is going to be on StreamYard, which is my live streaming platform, and it's exclusive to people that are in my Patreon membership, and that membership helps support me and makes me able to do more of these live, fun, and educational workshops. And we're going to be doing a really detailed drawing similar to this drawing that I did of the harpy eagle in a previous workshop. And we're really going to be talking about all the cool tools that I'm going to be using. And you'll get a list of those tools. We'll be talking about value scales. We'll be talking about where the sun is coming from. We're going to be talking about how to use color checkers and viewfinders. So yeah, anyway, this is in celebration of Jackie and Shadow, who are nesting right now. There's the live webcam of her sitting on her nest today, Thursday. And so again, if you're watching on Instagram, you can just comment right in the chat right now. And you can comment the word eagle. And hopefully that you will get an instant DM from me via ManyChat on how to go ahead and join my Patreon. It's only $10 a month, and you can join for $20 or $40 a month, but the minimum is $10 a month, and you can cancel anytime. But once you join, you get a bonus actually of a book that I illustrated, a coloring book on tropical birds. And so that's your instant bonus gift for joining. You can stay as long as you want, or you can cancel anytime. And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And so once you join, you can see all the other workshops I've done that are listed on Patreon, all the different other plants and animals and birds and reptiles and mammals and fun things from my travels in Panama that actually has these harpy eagles. And so anyway, this is the colored or the black and white graphite pencil drawing that I'm going to show you how to do, but of a bald eagle on Sunday at 10 a.m. from 10 to 11:30. And we're going to practice sketching actually while we watch these eagles. It is supposed to be better weather by then. So by then we should see this female Jackie sitting on her nest with hopefully her 3 nestlings that we are keeping our fingers crossed that they'll still be thriving on Sunday and make it through the snowstorm. She's being such a good mom. She's sitting on those nestlings and keeping them warm. And yeah, so if you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, you can go over directly to my Patreon site at Patreon. No, where is it? Patreon. Oh, here it is. Patreon, Christine Elder. And Patreon is a site where creators like me can post our content. And some of the content is free for anyone who joins at the free level. And other content, like Sunday's detailed workshop, are exclusively for paid members to reward members that pay. And so Patreon allows people like me again to keep sketching, keep teaching, keep inspiring you. As you probably know, I use sketching as a conservation tool. And so if you're a parent or an educator or a kid, you can sketch with the concept of the fact that when you're sketching something and looking at it long enough to sketch it, you will learn all about its anatomy and its behavior. And we'll talk about all that stuff on Sunday. So I really love to use sketching as a conservation tool to help inspire people, because if they don't know about something that exists, they won't want to conserve it. And definitely, it's getting harder and harder for species around the world to thrive, especially with climate change. That's one reason we're having odd snowstorms like this one that are unseasonable, that surprise animals when they're not ready for it. And so I hope you'll join me Sunday. And again, that's 10 to 11:30. It's live. And if you become a member of my Patreon page, you can watch the replay as well. But it's really fun if you join live. So again, if you're watching live or in the replay on Instagram, I'd love it if you type the word eagle in the chat box, and that will test my new DM that will send you directly to the Patreon page. And even though Sunday's workshop is exclusively for paid members, you can join for free. And earlier today, I posted a link to this live webcam so you can watch it for free live. There's actually two webcams, one of actually the nest with Jackie sitting on it, and another webcam of Shadow when he comes and goes in the forest, like a panoramic landscape of the forest. Okay, well, speaking of being outside, it's getting to be a little bit sunny, as you can tell, and it's snowing here too. But I'm going to go outside and take a little walk. I might even go check up on our local bald eagles and see how they're doing. So again, if you're a bird watcher or just love wildlife in general and want to learn more about eagles and how to sketch them like this, we're going to do a detailed drawing workshop on Sunday for 10 to 11:30 on my live streaming app called StreamYard, and it's going to be available to my members in my Patreon page. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you learned a little bit about eagles. This is the harpy eagle, but it looks very similar to our bald eagle. And so we're going to be drawing this very similar to this drawing. And when you join, you also get my 6-page handout of high-resolution images of bald eagles to help you continue your sketching journey. So anyway, we're going to wish little Jackie luck. There you see, this is the live video. She's actually sitting on that huge nest trying to protect those sweet little nestlings. One of them was just born a couple days ago. So we want to send good vibes out to Jackie and Shadow and hope that they will survive, and the chicks also will survive until Sunday when we do our live workshop. Okay, well, I got to get going, and have a great day. And I hope you get to do some bird watching, even if you don't see some eagles. Spring is coming and the birds know it. And I've been hearing all the migrating birds start to sing. So even though it might not feel like spring yet with the snow, when I get up in the morning at 5 a.m., I can already hear the robins and the finches and all kinds of things. Sparrows, everybody's out there calling and getting ready for nesting season. Okay, well, take care, and I hope to see you Sunday. Bye.